Okay, guys, so it's Alex here, back with you another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna be discussing a funny story. This is kind of gonna be a story time. Um, so if you guys are new to my channel, I'm basically a dipper. If you're new to my channel, you probably know that some of my subscribers are actually dippers too, which is kind of cool because I kind of got a dipper audience this year, which is kind of interesting. So um, I'm gonna be making a video tonight discussing a interesting person I ran into today. So I was at Walmart, um, and there was this chick sitting outside of Walmart tonight, and she walks up to me, and we start talking for a little while, and she was talking to me about how she was kind of new to our area, like kind of not northern Minnesota, but kind of central northern Minnesota. Anyway, so she was telling me about how she was from St. Paul. And at, midway through the conversation, we were kind of just nonchalantly talking about Wadena and whatnot, this town I live in. And she brought, out of the blue, she kind of asked me if I was a smoker. She's like, "You don't smoke?" That's what she said. And I said, "No, I'm not a smoker, I'm a dipper." And she's like, "Oh, I used to do that back when I worked at like some factory or something." I don't know where. I think she said like Fruity Loops or something like that. I think maybe it was like Fruit Loops cereal or something. I don't really know. She's from like the city, so it's possible. Because we don't have a Fruit Loops in our town or any kind of Fruit Loops factory. But anyways, so she's like, "Oh, I used to go outside and she used to stick a dip in because she couldn't really go outside and have a smoke break where she used to like work or whatever. Like they could, for whatever reason, they had a policy where they couldn't smoke outside. So, and she was probably in her mid 20s because she had a fiance, or not fiance, yeah, she was married. Well, no, she was actually married technically. So, she was telling me they could never have smoke breaks outside. I don't really know why, but she couldn't. So sometimes she would flash a dip in her mouth, and so I thought that was kind of cool to run into a female dipper. She was telling me about the first time she gutted a dip, and you know, everyone knows the first time you gut a dip, it kind of makes you feel a little nauseous. I usually spit. Fun fact of the Swedes, they don't actually swallow their dip. Or excuse me, I said that wrong. They don't spit. Like a lot of us Americans, we kind of spit our dip, chew, whatever you want to call it. The Swedes, I learned this a few weeks back from a doctor actually. Um, and he basically said like the Swedes, they don't actually chew, or they don't. Well, let me formulate my words. It's kind of late at night. They don't actually spit their tobacco; they just swallow it. They gut it. It's the technical term for it. Yeah, very very technical. Yeah, gut. Anyway, so the Swedes, I guess they never spit, or at least they rarely spit. They just gut it. Um, but yeah. So I just wanted to throw that in there. That has nothing to really do with the conversation, but yeah. And anyway, she was from the city that I was born in, which is St. Paul, Minnesota, which is kind of interesting. Um, she didn't even know where the name of the county line because I told her where I live, and she didn't even know where it was. So I basically immediately knew that she wasn't from around here because everyone knows where Ottertail County is. So yeah, so I told her where I lived and whatnot. Um, and yeah, that was kind of interesting just to run into a female dipper. Um, well, former. I don't. She might have been a former dipper. I don't know if she still dips. She said she used to, so I don't know if she's. I don't think she does, but some guy that was with her, he kind of like dipped and smoked, so he was kind of a combination guy. So yeah, that was kind of interesting because I've heard of female dippers, like I've seen them online, but I've never actually seen one in person. So to see one in person was kind of interesting, like in real life, because you don't run into them in real life. I've never ran into one in real life. Like that was kind of cool because I feel like a lot of people have a stereotype where it's like, oh, dippers are like white boys and rednecks and white redneck boys, and that ain't the case. There are some women that dip out there. Um, there's always like that stereotype that goes around. Um, First of all, not even everyone that dips is a white person. I don't understand why a lot of people think that, and I don't understand why a lot of people think that only Southern people dip because that's not the case. I'm from the Midwest. Um, but yeah, that was kind of interesting. So yeah. But anyways, it was kind of cool because like I was born in St. Paul and she kind of knew different spots of St. Paul, so that was kind of cool. Told her where my grandpa lived and all that, and she's like, "Oh, I know where that area is." So it's kind of neat because that's like 3 hours away, and it's not often you run into somebody from the city that you're born in. And I guess she's staying up here for like a few months or something. I don't know if she's gonna live here permanently. I don't guess not. I don't even know why she's up here. I don't know why. I didn't ask her. But I just thought it was kind of interesting to run into a female dipper because you don't see them that often. I've heard like unless you go to like a big event or something, you're not really gonna see like a whole lot of people dipping around here. I guess, or a lot of female dippers. But one of my other buddies was telling me that, oh yeah, if you go to like big concerts and stuff, like you'll see a lot of female dippers, which is kind of cool. So that was kind of an interesting fact. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to share this with you guys because there's a lot of people that don't believe that girls actually dip. Um, so yeah, and again, I didn't really know this person. We were just kind of nonchalantly talking. But anyways, I will catch you guys another time, and peace.